Hello everyone, Corn here and welcome to my channel. I have another craft with me. Remember, we're trying to keep flat mail flat. And I told myself, just think about when you were 14. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. I think in light of everything we're dealing with these days, I was just trying to make you chuckle. But yeah, when, with sending things out, the cost of postage is just so crazy. But I want to give a shout out to the post office though, because I did call my local one and I was told that there are certain countries that we are not allowed to ship things to, but that for the most part, our postal service is still trying to help us get things in the mail and delivered. I said, do you think it's safe for us to come in? And she said, well, that's 100% up to you, because my post office is teeny and the space is very, very tight and, small. And she said, but you do have the option of going online and there's a pickup. I guess we do everything. I have not researched it yet, but I guess we do everything online and then put our package out. I guess they give us the labels and everything to, because we have to pay for them. And then they'll pick them up outside of your house. They won't, you can still, protect yourself. So I thought that was fantastic. So as you see, remember I showed you all the cookie cutters in my last craft with, I think, Project Share. Or Craft Me, I'm not sure which one it was. I've done quite a few lately. And this little cookie cutter is from Walmart. And the good thing about these, they're not super expensive and you can bend them. I didn't like the way they had it 100%, so I was pushing in and pulling out and all this good stuff. And I've got all my bunnies going this way because, remember in the cards that, we're putting goodies in, there's the tag, there's the little lamb, and then when it comes to, I put them this way because, see, with the little rabbit, you can even pull that up just a little bit to get that green. You get to see the ears going this way, so we're getting there. And so what I did was, I'd have to do certain things off camera because I'm so slow. Oh, I'm slow. And when I craft, I like to say slow and deliberate. And yes, I try to giggle and laugh and make light of things when things are tough. You know what I mean? Let me know in the comments below if you do the same. And so what I did was on the inside of this one, I took my pencil and traced around the inside, and then I cut that out within the lines of the pencil, not without, within the line of the pencils, and made a template. And then from the template, did my bunnies. As you know, especially with solid papers, you can go this way, you can go this way, but I have mine going this way for the reason I just showed you. So we can place Bunny over here. So then, what I did was, with the black bunnies, I went ahead and got a piece of white paper, white cardstock, and I took my pencil and I traced its back. Just traced its back. And then this is what I made. I made these two little areas that I wanted to be white on the black bunnies. And I also did the same thing here. I traced just this little part of its chest to put a little white spot on its chest. And this is just a matter of as long as you get the back right, because you're going to have to glue it, you know, to the back. And just have fun. Just have fun with this, with the way you want it to be. And, but I had to laugh once I did this one. I did have this one way up on its back at first, but because of this flourish, I kept putting it back and putting it back until I ended up here. And after I glued it down, I started laughing. I said, oh my stars and garters, Handsome is my hubby. I said, he's going to say, oh, I like the one with the diaper on. Well, you know, when you've been married a long time, you know, even if you've been married a short time, you know that person you're married to. And he came in, he liked them all, but he really liked this one. And I said, he claimed it, by the way. He said, I want that one. And he got a smirk on his face. And I said, you think it's cute? He said, yeah, it's really cute. I said, you don't think it looks like it has a diaper? And he goes, that's exactly what I thought. So, so Handsome claimed this one. I think I told you he has a glass top desk, and he puts them under his desk so he can look at them. He's very supportive of his wife. I tell you, he's a cutie. And bless his heart, he has been so crazy busy these days. Woo-hoo-hoo, with everything, you know. So anywho, so we're going to do one of the brown ones together, because I had several of my subbies and friends tell me they liked it when I did the craft with me, which really made me happy. So I thought, okay, we'll do one together then. Now when it comes to this die for the leaves and the little flourishes, that's from Handsome. He got me, as you see, in February of this year. He went to Tuesday morning when he was in another town for business. And he went in for me, God love him, and picked this out for me. And I've used this before, but you know, it's interesting. This is the Gemini. It's so interesting. You can tell the difference sometimes with, I don't always like to spend a lot of money on a lot of stuff, as you all know. But I surely can tell. These cuts, they cut like butter. You know what I mean? They're just so nice. And so that's what I put on this. And I had, the reason I did the gold is I had a little gold, as you saw in some of the other embellishments. And I had some gold paper left over. I got, this is actually gold poster board from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if that goes on sale. I use my coupon on that when I get it. And then the Tombow marker that I did the veins in the leaves is number 296. And I can't tell you where my black paper or my craft paper is from, because I took it out of the packaging. But I can tell you, I got to show you what I did for the roses. I was like, oh, I could get into my Dollar Tree roses. I have some stickers that have fantastic roses on them, but I was trying to hold them for something else, you know, for another project. Then I took these cute little white, let me get them up close, these little white roses that come on a trim that I got from Hobby Lobby last year. And I thought, okay, maybe I'll use those. And because, you know, you can squash them and they just come right back too. But I wanted a little more color, you know, than that. So what I did was I went looking for it. And I found this ribbon that I got at Hobby Lobby. I think it was 50% off at the time. I haven't had it that long. And I just love it. It's so shabby chic, so yummy. And I thought, you know, it's wired, but a lot of times you can just take the wire out and have a blast. So, look at this, y'all. This is the ribbon, and I took the wire out, and then I just cut out the roses that I thought I could use. Then what I did was I took a piece of paper out of my sketchbook for the mixed media. It's 120 pounds. And what I did was in fact, see, I cut them out like this, but these are too big. Dadgummit. But what I did is I cut them out, then I turned them over and I put the Fabri-Tac on them and just drenched them. Okay, drenched the back in Fabri-Tac, and then with my finger, scooted it all around to the edges so that they wouldn't fray. You can also put fray check on it too, if you have that. And then put it on that white 120-pound cardstock, and then cut around them again. And but see, that's too big. And that's how I was using them. So and then with the paper that with the ribbon that you have left, you can cut around here, make cute little embellishments where this is in the background. And so nothing goes to waste. But I've already done that, see? And, I forgot to let you know. And then I went around them so that you wouldn't see the white cardstock, and this pink Tombow marker 761. And yeah. So, and see, nice and stiff and exactly like I want the roses to be. So I'm going to go ahead and sit down and hopefully don't bump this table. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work on this little bunny together. I guess I can say bunny rabbit again because we're not for kids, that we're for 18 and older, so. But anywho, so what I do, if you can see, there's 3 little tiny pencil marks because I am the type of crafter who wants to know exactly where they go so that I can have the exact placement and design that I want. I would love to say, because so many crafters are wonderful and they can say, I'm going to eyeball it. I don't eyeball anything, y'all. I'm just like, no. Well, when it came to the white on the bunnies, yeah, then I take my scissors, and then if I don't like the way I did one side, I'll do it again and stuff like that. But when it comes to placement, no, I don't eyeball it. So what I have is I have art glitter glue that we're going to use, and this little baby here, and then we're going to use that rose, and then these gold flourishes. And it is that simple, but we are keeping it flat, That's what we're trying to do. So since this does go off of the bunny, which I want it to do that, I just glue half of it. That's all we're going to do. And the same up here. I hope y'all are doing well and dealing with all of us staying in as much as we can. I know some of our darlings, like Midge from Midge's Mountain Crafts, has to be out for work. God love her. A lot of people are working from home. And I also, this is it's a baby white that has dried. That's not my idea to do this. I got that idea from Shabby Dabby Doodog. And she has a very successful channel on YouTube we're going to come down here and go ahead and make our veins. Whoopie-dee. And if you're thinking to yourself, Corn, I don't want to do that. Well, it is, the die does also emboss, so it is embossed. But I decided, as you see here, to go ahead and do 2 different colors in the leaves, the lighter and then that darker one. So that's why I wanted to do this like so. Bring out the veins in the leaves. This one is really simple. Don't die cuts just make a huge difference in something? You know? I think they do. And what I've been doing, this leaf has a little spot in it that I put that right there. It's kind of lets me put that placement right where I want it. And then I usually just turn this baby around. Make sure that, yep, see this right here? It just fits right into the leaf like that. It's a really nice die. I haven't used the big die yet in that set, but I'm having fun with these little tiny ones. Just push it around like this. We gotta stay. When it comes to the flourishes, I stay on the bunny. Okay. Alrighty. And then there's our rose that if we do like so, that covers here and here. You know, that was my goal. And finally, it did not take forever to do something. So here's the one we did together. Here's this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And I would like to thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope that you're happy and healthy. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody.